What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XDC Network today. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Let's get into it, all right? This is at the request of Cams Creative or Coms Creative. I think it's Cams. Let's get into it, all right? Here we are on this, the 17th day of May. It's been a little while since we talked about XDC. We are pretty damn boring, right? You've been moving sideways now since about a month ago, so haven't really missed too much, right? Consolidating. You are in what they call a horizontal channel. Whoop, that is a horribly drawn line. Let me show you what I'm talking about here, right? Maybe if I could just learn how to draw a straight line, then this would not be an issue. But some kind of horizontal channel, right? That's what you're in right now. Coming out of your lows here, I think that you look like you're in good shape, honestly. I'm not worried about this at all. I think that you will continue to grow from here. Looking at the RSI, you do have a slightly lower low in the RSI while maintaining a double bottom here of sorts, maybe a triple bottom, whatever you want to call it, a quadruple bottom. I doubt it's a quadruple bottom, but higher lows nonetheless throughout here. Closing right here would give you hidden bullish divergence and likely be a platform to launch off of and go higher if you're looking to do that, and I think you might be. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame and 4 hour, and we'll build up from there. 1 hour RSI, so you are in a downtrend in the 1 hour RSI. You can see here you've got lower highs, lower lows. You wanted to break out of it here, but you basically just continued the downtrend here. You're looking to break out of it now. I will say that what you're doing here is very indicative that you're looking to break out of this, because every time you came, from resistance standpoint, you just went right down. Little bit of consolidation, but then down. Little consolidation, went down, right? Basically straight down. And then now you're doing things a little bit differently. You're breaking out, but then straight down here, a lot of consolidation. You've been doing a lot of consolidation in this area here, right? And there's no gaps in between these points where you're dropping down. You're basically hitting this area time and time again, this kind of resistance point of your downtrend. I would think on a 1 hour basis, it's just a matter of like a day or two at the most that you break out and you see some recovery here. So I think that you will recover and go higher, right? You could even see it in the price. You've got this like downtrend in the price here. I'm not drawing the line the best, but you can see, and perhaps you go a little bit lower first. Maybe you do. Maybe you get a slightly lower low here and provide a higher low in the RSI. You get some bullish divergence to finish it off. That might happen. So if you do go to like 7 cents or just below 7 cents, you're at 7.1 cents now, so it's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it if you go a little bit lower, because I think you will recover. 4 hour RSI, also in a downtrend, looking like it's at the end of its trend, right? Downtrends tend to, from a time perspective, maybe not from a price perspective, but they tend to be at the end of their ropes once you start getting oversold. So I would expect on a 4 hour perspective, that would mean that within the coming days, you will start moving up again, right? That agrees with what we're seeing in the 1 hour time frame there. If we're looking at this from a low to a high on the fibs, low here, high there, and we're not going to take the fake out high. We're going to take the real high here of the move that encapsulates this overall. You're bouncing at the 0.5, which a lot of cryptos have been finding significance at their 0.5 this whole damn bull cycle, so that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. I would say if you go lower, again, my thoughts are you could go down to like 6.9 cents, but maybe at the lowest 6.7, 6.6 cents, something like that could happen, and that's fine if you do. If you go a little bit lower, whatever, that's fine. I wouldn't be too worried about that personally. Daily time frame. But the 4 hour, again, the main aspect I'm getting here is not that you're going to go lower. It's that if you go lower, you're fine. Really, from a time perspective and from a price perspective, you're very near your low or at your low, and you're ready to recover from here, okay? So being at the 0.5, your next kind of area, if it'll let me, being at the 0.5 here, your next area to focus on, even if you go to the downside, I'd say to the upside, you should focus on about like 7.6 cents. Once you break above 7.6 cents, I think that's when things start to get exciting, but we'll see. Technically, if we're in a horizontal range, maybe it's more exciting to get above about like 8 cents, but we'll see. Let's look at this from a high to a low here. High back in January 16th, to the low here on April 7th. Whenever it is time for you to move higher, I don't think that you're going to stop anywhere in this zone, right? You're going to break out of this zone. Whenever you move higher, you're likely going to build all the way up to your golden ratio. I think you will go to about 10.8 to 11.6 cents. You're at 7.1 cents now, so a little bit of growth coming up by the end of the month. Definitely expected this by the end of the month, that you'll be at 10.8 to 11.6 cents. If you're not here, it's because you're only higher, but I don't think that you're going to go higher. I mean, maybe you make a straight run. This thing can move fast, and we've seen this happen before, right? From this exact same price, like literally right here in the price, it took you, I don't know how many days was that. Let's just see. Let's apply that to this right over here. That would literally be the end of the month. You'd be all the way at your current high right here at 15.6. So I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying normally with moves like this, you finish with the bang, and when you start off, you kind of find volatility at first, right? You stop at key areas. Or like here, you moved up and you stopped. I guess you moved up pretty damn straight. In all honesty, you found a little volatility here, but then you moved up straight. I don't know, man. XDC seems to defy that logic. Honestly, this is more of kind of like what I was expecting to find, but you know, maybe you do just move straight up there. But I would think at a minimum, oops. XDC is at 10.8 cents. At a maximum, maybe something around 14 cents by the end of the month. Whenever it comes to growing past that, by the end of June, early July, I think the expectations surround a price that's around like 20 cents or higher. Let's see. I would even think maybe 30 cents. Yeah. 30 cents or higher is what I would say. 30 cents, 28 cents to potentially maybe as high as 73 cents. Maybe you do. What's XDC's market cap again? It's low, but it's not too low, right? Yeah, 1.1 billion. It's not too low. I would think XDC, you probably don't go to 73 cents, but that's the maximum expectation by the end of June, early July. The minimum expectation is 28 cents. Likely you go somewhere in between. 40 cents sounds nice. 36 cents sounds right. You know, maybe this 52 cent area. 55 cents. I'm going to call 55 cents by the end of June, early July, right above the 2272. If not there, then likely you would stop lower. I know you might want to hear, we're going to go here. This is the maximum expected target, but it's the maximum for a reason. It's not because it's likely to happen. It's because of your limitations, what I could see you doing by the end of June, early July. This is like the maximum effort. But a lot of coins look like they're going to find significance at their 1886 to 200, so there's nothing wrong with seeing 36 cents to 40 cents. You're still outperforming the average coin even with that. And then 52 cents, if you hit your 2272, you likely go just above it. So 55 cents, 60 cents, something like that could provide a 7x, 8x move, something like that by the end of June, early July. I think you're rounding out here. You've got a nice kind of rounded look to your base, and you're just getting ready for that next liftoff phase, which is coming any moment now, right? A lot of coins, we've identified plenty of coins that have broken out of their downtrends, and they're just moving sideways like this, but they haven't had their breakout move. You're about to get your breakout move. You're going to move faster to the upside than what you've seen since January, December, November times, right? Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. I think this move begins next week alongside with a lot of cryptos moving up next week. That's the expectation. All right, take care. Bye-bye.